Greetings and welcome to another round of Grudge Match, the fantasy fights between all your favorite comic characters to find out what would happen in a crossover showdown. Today's Grudge Match is one where we aren't just pitting characters with similar abilities or personalities against each other, but characters with the same name. It's the Grudge Match to decide who is the definitive Captain Mar-Vell. We'll be pitting DC's Billy Batson Captain Mar-Vell against Marvel Comics' Captain Mar-Vell. DC's Captain Mar-Vell came about first by quite a wide margin, debuting way back in 1940 under the Fawcett Comics imprint. It's a story of a young child, Billy Batson, who is granted superpowers by the wizard Shazam, and every time he calls out Shazam, he is graced with the wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules, stamina of Atlas, power of Zeus, courage of Achilles, and speed of Mercury. This gives him many great superpowers, kind of like Superman, strength, speed, stamina, invulnerability, all that kind of stuff, and has made him one of the most enduring comic book characters of all time, still going strong today. Marvel Comics' Captain Mar-Vell makes a bit more sense using that name because of two things. One, he actually is a captain of the Kree army, so he actually holds the rank of captain, whereas DC's Captain Mar-Vell has no official military rank. It's just a name for him. But Marvel's version actually is a captain, and then his actual given name is Mar-Vell. So Captain Mar-Vell really applies to him. He came about a lot later on, only debuting in 1967, so 27 years after DC's Captain Mar-Vell first came around. And even though they have some similar powers, their backgrounds are totally different. Marvel's Captain Mar-Vell is an alien from the Kree Empire. He looks human, but he comes from an advanced culture with all kinds of advanced technology and totally different ways of living. And normally the Kree people don't have the kind of powers that Mar-Vell does, but he was given these powers because he was chosen to be protector of the universe, and in that capacity he's been granted incredible invulnerability, faster than light speed, cosmic awareness, which basically makes him aware of everything that's going on at any given time and gives him instant access to any knowledge he may need, and incredibly powerful energy projection abilities. So let's examine some of the powers of these two characters in a little more depth now to see who would come out victorious if they were to ever fight. In DC Captain Mar-Vell's case, as I said, he has all the powers of Shazam, and that's an acronym, S-H-A-Z-A-M, wisdom of Solomon, strength of Hercules, stamina of Atlas, power of Zeus, courage of Achilles, and speed of Mercury. Now this gives him wisdom, it gives him instant access to virtually any knowledge he needs, just like Mar-Vell's cosmic awareness. Strength of Hercules allows him incredible superhuman strength at about Superman level strength. Can lift virtually anything he wants. It's pretty much incalculable. Stamina of Atlas gives him incredible invulnerability. He can pretty much absorb any kind of energy and absorb any kind of damage and sustain it without sustaining any real injury. Power of Zeus allows him to call down lightning and use it to transform from a kid into a really big, tough guy as his Captain Mar-Vell persona. Courage of Achilles means he has indomitable will, he can't really be intimidated or scared, and Speed of Mercury means he can move at near the speed of light and even go faster than the speed of light outside of Earth's atmosphere to a certain degree. So those are the basic rundown of DC Captain Mar-Vell's powers. Marvel Captain Mar-Vell has incredible invulnerability as well. Faster than light speed. In fact, he can probably move a bit faster than DC's Captain Mar-Vell because as protector of the universe, he has to be able to get anywhere in the universe he needs to virtually instantly, so he can move well faster than the speed of light. So he takes it over DC's Captain Mar-Vell in terms of speed. His cosmic awareness is probably pretty much equal to DC Captain Mar-Vell's wisdom of Solomon in terms of granting him instant access to any knowledge he may need. He has somewhat better energy projection than DC Captain Mar-Vell does, because Mar-Vell's energy projection is powerful enough, one shot can destroy a star twice the size of Earth. So that's a very, very powerful energy attack. Where Mar-Vell comes up a little short, though, is in terms of superhuman strength. Mar-Vell has superhuman strength, but it's only about enough to lift about 15 tons. Now, to put that in context, that's roughly as strong as Spider-Man is. Not nearly as powerful as DC's Captain Mar-Vell, which is pretty much Superman level super strength. So even though Mar-Vell has superior speed, DC's Captain Mar-Vell comes out on top in terms of superhuman strength, well above the superhuman strength that Mar-Vell is capable of. So now with the examination of their super abilities complete, it's time to declare a winner and declare who is the ultimate Captain Mar-Vell between these two. And that winner is DC's Captain Mar-Vell. The one real trump card that Mar-Vell might have had in this fight would have been his energy projection abilities, but DC's Captain Mar-Vell does have the extreme stamina of Atlas, which allows him to take on virtually any kind of damage and be pretty well unharmed by it. So odds are he would be able to take the hits that Mar-Vell would throw out with his energy projection and not be completely destroyed by it. And then he'd be able to go back at Mar-Vell with his incredibly enhanced superhuman strength, and that strength is far, far above what Mar-Vell is capable of doing himself. Plus, DC's Captain Mar-Vell does have energy projection abilities of his own, an ability to call down Zeus's lightning, and move at faster than light speeds himself. So, DC Captain Mar-Vell's strength just gives him the little bit of an edge that he would need to go home victorious in this fight. Thanks for watching this edition of Grudge Match. Please respond below with any comments or suggestions for future Grudge matches, and come back soon for the next edition of Grudge Match.